he learned a long time ago, it wasn't about for him. It ain't about legacy, it's about currency. And he did exactly what he wanted to do. Right. So you can't be mad at him for that, but I'm not gonna tell you that, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, he the greatest fighter. No, I can't say that.
It gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro. As I've always said, it's hard to make money, but it's even harder to keep it.
Mayweather was, it's been reported, I should say, allegedly, that, he's been, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties. And he needed to come back and fight and take care of that. Well, he got some cheese from that advancement. I'm pretty sure he took care of that. And now he's chilling. Now he's saying to himself, I'm damn 50 years old. I ain't trying to fight. I ain't trying to fight. Let's do an exhibition.
Boxing world was thrown into the spotlight after reports surfaced claiming that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had been fined a staggering $100 million by Netflix. According to the allegations, the penalty was imposed because Mayweather reportedly violated the terms of a contract by referring to his rematch with Manny Pacquiao as an exhibition fight rather than an official professional bout. The claims quickly sparked widespread discussion among boxing fans and media outlets, raising questions about the details of the alleged agreement and the potential consequences of how the fight was publicly presented.
Money Mayweather, as the chatter says, is in dire straits financially. But something is off. Something's completely off because you got one person saying, this is a real fight. You got the promotion saying, this is a real fight. You got Floyd Mayweather saying, no, this is an exhibition. There's two things that are happening here. Either somebody messed up in paperwork or in communication or in some form of getting this fight together, misspoke to one of these guys, or Floyd Mayweather is trying to scam Netflix. That is the only two things that can...
Tim Bradley suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may have already spent the advance payment he reportedly received from Netflix to settle outstanding financial obligations. According to Bradley, after securing that money, Mayweather appears less motivated to participate in a highly competitive fight and may no longer have the same interest in pursuing a serious boxing contest.
Legalities of the actual contract and why Mayweather's choosing to do what he's going to do what he's doing. I don't think Mayweather is afraid. I don't think he's afraid. No, I don't. Sorry, I don't. Come on. Barrios, he's not afraid of Pacquiao. Trust me, he's not. But the thing I want to make you guys aware of is that when you get these advancements, you could put a non-refundable tag on these advancements. You can do that. Now, I don't know if Mayweather did that, but you can. You can put a non-refundable attachment on this and be like, all right, hey, I need an advancement for training. I need $3-4 million or whatever for training expenses. And if they agree to say yeah, and he put in a contract that is non-refundable, it's free money. It's free.
Oscar de la Hoya also argued that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s return to boxing is being driven by financial needs. He stated that many fighters earn enormous amounts during their careers, but often struggle with money management, which can eventually lead to financial difficulties. According to de la Hoya, Mayweather now seems more interested in generating income through exhibition bouts than concentrating on preserving the legacy he built during his professional boxing career.
He's crawled out of his rock. He needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
Again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking...
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I going to do? I'm going to beat him easy because I'm
Zab Judah, a former world champion and one of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s most notable rivals, suggested that Mayweather's return is largely a promotional move designed to generate attention and increase anticipation for a major upcoming event. According to Judah, the comeback may be more about creating excitement and attracting public interest than about making a genuine return to high-level competition.
Not playing around. And, maybe that got through the cracks. I don't know how. I wasn't there. I don't know his business. But somehow, he's saying it did. I mean, well, he didn't say that. I'm just saying I don't know how he didn't catch on that this is the real deal Holyfield.
You think it could be possibly a publicity stunt to give some type of push to the promotion? I mean, I don't know. Like when the announcement came out, I don't know if people really too ecstatic for it.
It's something that you would, you can use to your advantage to try to push the fight. It'll let people, it'll get ears and eyes on the fight for people that didn't know the fight was happening. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Because as a consumer looking in, you're like,
listen, man, I'm a fan of both guys, and I just want to watch it and see the fight happen. I mean, I'm a fan of boxing. I shouldn't say I'm a fan of both guys. You know what I'm saying?
Zab Judah argued that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has shifted his focus away from traditional competition and is now concentrating more on entertainment, business opportunities, and maximizing his earnings through high-profile exhibition events. According to Judah, these appearances are primarily designed to generate revenue and public interest while continuing to capitalize on Mayweather's global name recognition.
Consumer looking in, we're like, yo, is he like, what's the complaint? What's the problem here? Like, what are you scared of? Because is it your O? Is it your losing that O? Could be that it?
Of course. That's what it's all come down to. I mean, the O is like a 800 credit score. Globally, universally. You walk around with an 800 credit score with the O. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the O brings. It brings an 800 credit score for wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd he's done a great job with that. Great job. So of course he's gonna, show the roll on that O. I ain't mad at him. Smart guy. He understands. He ain't no fool.
According to Boxing Insiders, the two camps initially agreed to contracts for what was intended to be an official professional fight. However, Floyd Mayweather Jr. later referred to the event as an exhibition bout, a move that reportedly upset Manny Pacquiao's team and sparked concerns about potential legal complications. The change in how the fight was being described reportedly led to questions about the terms of the agreement and whether any contractual obligations may have been affected.
Mayweather threw some cold water on any excitement for the fight with Manny Pacquiao in September when last week he did an interview and said that it's not going to be a real fight, it's going to be an exhibition and not necessarily going to be at the Sphere. And Max, that really puzzled me because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight.
Max Kellerman suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may be labeling his return fight as an exhibition rather than a fully sanctioned professional contest for strategic reasons. According to Kellerman, this approach could help Mayweather protect his undefeated 50-0 record, ensuring that the outcome of the event would not officially affect the legacy he built throughout his professional boxing career.
Bring this up. Bernard Hopkins, I was calling his fights on HBO. He fought Tavares Cloud, good light heavyweight. Beat him easy, right? And he was like 49, and his body still looked like Hopkins. Then he came back a year or so later, and he fights Joe Smith. His body didn't look the same. Hopkins had a Spartan training regimen. He doesn't put anything in his body. He's a temple. He eats right. He trains right.
He don't drink.
He doesn't. But his body looked, by the way, I'm 52. I can tell you, it looks different after a little bit. Even when you're trying to get in shape, just the muscles look a little different. And Joe Smith knocked him out of the ring and stopped him, right? Floyd, maybe, I'm just speculating, but maybe he says this because he gets in the gym and he's like, Floyd's what, 49 and change? He's almost 50. Maybe he's right up against that thing where it's like, man, my body's not responding the same way.
Right. Max, they're grandpops.
They old.
Grandpops.
Pacquiao looks like he got a little more in the tank.
What I'm saying,
He's a little younger. Pacquiao's a little younger.
When you a grandpop, you think you don't have to.
Roy Jones Jr. argued that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had a major influence on modern boxing by popularizing the idea that maximizing earnings should be a fighter's top priority, even if it came at the expense of legacy or the long-term growth of the sport. According to Jones, Mayweather demonstrated that financial success could be valued above pursuing championships, taking difficult challenges, or building a historic career through high-risk fights. Jones believes this approach has changed the mentality of many fighters, leading them to focus more on protecting undefeated records and securing lucrative exhibition bouts rather than participating in the kind of high-stakes matchups that define careers and elevate the sport. In his view, this shift has reduced some of the excitement and competitiveness that once made boxing so compelling to fans around the world.
The Mayweather concept. Because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting to the right time to fight Pacquiao, finding the right people to fight at the right time, he monopolized the business. But the problem was, it only made him money and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport. Because not everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get here, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. Yeah. They should have met. You understand me? Because now, we probably could have got 3.
Robert Garcia responded to Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s announced return and the proposed rematch with Manny Pacquiao by emphasizing that both fighters should receive fair financial compensation. He stated that while the event is generating tremendous excitement and global interest, the pay for Mayweather and Pacquiao should accurately reflect their accomplishments, reputation, and the enormous significance of the matchup. Garcia explained that when two legendary boxers step back into the ring, the occasion becomes much bigger than a simple fight. In his view, it transforms into a major moment in boxing, carrying both cultural and business importance. He also noted that although fans are often focused on the entertainment, promotion, and rivalry surrounding the event, equal attention should be given to ensuring that both athletes are rewarded fairly. According to Garcia, proper compensation is a way of honoring everything Mayweather and Pacquiao have contributed to boxing over the years. He believes that fairness in financial arrangements should remain an essential part of any major event involving icons of their stature.
In the Tyson Jake Paul fight. This will do like 150, 200 million. No, it's not pay-per-view.
Netflix, would do good.
200 million people, 150.
Sure, good things Netflix is getting involved, man. You're putting up a lot of money for the guys.
Yes.
And Mayweather Pacquiao, they're gonna make a couple $100 million each.
I think so.
Good for them.
As they should.
Good for them.
But you told me today, even without knowing, you knew it was coming.
Both having an exhibition, yeah. That's what it looked like. So that was done? September 19th?
September 19th.
September, the Mexican Independence Day weekend?
Yeah, in the Sphere, nonetheless. That's that round thing.
But isn't Canelo fighting on that day?
No, he's fighting in Saudi on the 12th.
Yeah, but Mexico versus... Oh, that's right.
So this is a week after.
You mean the Sphere?
Yeah.
That's big time.
Yeah, it's very few seats in there.
Yeah, that's big time.
The gate will break records. I'm sure it's going to be major.
Yeah, because I heard that's just special, like only like special events and special.
Analysts and boxing insiders have suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s recent return to boxing could be linked to reported financial pressures that have emerged over the past few years. Ongoing discussions around alleged unpaid taxes, legal disputes, and various lawsuits have fueled speculation that despite earning over $1 billion during his career, his post-retirement financial situation may not be as stable as once assumed. Because of these reported concerns, some observers believe his comeback and his willingness to risk an undefeated record may be driven by factors beyond legacy or entertainment. They argue that a fighter who has already achieved everything in the sport would typically avoid jeopardizing a perfect career record unless there were strong financial motivations involved.
Got more money than me? Yeah, but he also spends a lot more money than me, which is why I thought him coming back to fight Manny Pacquiao, it made dollars, so sure, it makes sense. But for him to put his pro record on the line means this is really bad for Floyd. Well, turns out it could be as bad as we thought or potentially worse, because Floyd Mayweather came out, 5 days ago now. I'm a little bit late to this story, but I wanted to make sure I had all the information. He came out 5 days ago and said that this fight isn't a pro fight. Even though it's announced that way, Netflix, the whole thing, all the promotion being pro-fight, it has not apparently been that to Floyd Mayweather, and this is what he had to say about it.
The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about, so we don't know if it's 100% going to be there, and this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition. Okay. So we're going to do it again, and hopefully...
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has recently drawn increased attention due to reports surrounding his ongoing $340 million lawsuit against Showtime networks and former executives. In this case, Mayweather claims that a significant portion of his career earnings was allegedly mishandled and diverted through financial structures linked to former advisors and associated parties, leaving him short of what he believes he is owed. The lawsuit further alleges that revenue from some of his biggest fights, including his matchups against Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, was not fully paid directly to him. Instead, it is claimed that portions of the money were routed through intermediary-controlled accounts. These allegations have led to accusations involving financial misconduct and breach of fiduciary duty, forming the basis of the ongoing legal dispute.
And Steven Espinoza, the former head of Showtime Sports, for hundreds of millions of dollars that he claims are unaccounted for. Let's go ahead and break it down and give you all the details about what's going on. What's up, everybody? Marcos Viegas here for Fight Up TV. And you know Floyd Mayweather as probably the richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now, Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the lawsuits. On February 3rd, 2026, Floyd Mayweather filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Heyman, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, it's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top of the missing $340 million.
Meanwhile, new claims from Logan Paul have added further controversy to the ongoing discussion around Floyd Mayweather Jr. Their exhibition fight became one of the most widely discussed crossover events in boxing, drawing massive global attention and reportedly surpassing 1 million pay-per-view purchases. Although the bout had no official winner or competitive stakes, it was still considered a major commercial success. However, Logan Paul later alleged that he is still owed around $1.5 million from the event. He claimed that Mayweather's team entered into a pre-sale arrangement with an international company that was not fully reflected in his final payout calculations. According to Paul, his contract included a percentage of that deal, but he says he has not received the full amount he believes he is entitled to.
To you on this day.
I mean, Floyd Mayweather?
No, I didn't make as much money as you'd think fighting Floyd.
Did you get paid from that?
He still owes me $1.5 million, maybe more.
How does he owe you the money? Why don't you just
Here's what happened. He pre-sold the fight using my likeness to some company in, I think, Dubai or like the Middle East. This is my understanding of it, for $10 million cash. We ended up doing the fight in the States with a different company. That is the company that put on the fight. That is the company that paid me. But he sold our fight with my name and likeness to someone else in Dubai for $10 million cash. It's our fight.
Floyd out here scamming Dubai royalty is crazy. This is a story I also heard from Gervonta Davis when he said that Floyd owed the people in Dubai money. He scammed some person, some business person, some royalty in Dubai out of 10.
Teddy Atlas expressed concern about what he sees as worrying signs in Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s current situation, suggesting that the boxing legend may be facing personal and financial challenges. He implied that Mayweather's continued participation in exhibition bouts could be linked to heavy gambling activity and less disciplined financial decisions outside the ring. Atlas described it as disappointing to think that a fighter of Mayweather's caliber might be dealing with such issues after earning enormous wealth and achieving historic success in boxing. In his view, shifting away from serious competition toward money-driven exhibitions reflects how even the most successful athletes can struggle with managing finances and adjusting to life after their prime.
Really, I don't like that, but I understand the world out there, and I understand putting yourself in that position. If he put himself in that position, some people will say, you know, he's suing now because of his gambling habits, which was not hidden. It was not a secret. He would post, not Teddy Atlas talking about anything that wasn't out there. He would post some of his tickets, his betting tickets that he bet, and they were large bets. And so some people say, oh yeah, like you said, he was Mayweather, Money Mayweather, and now he's suing because he went through his money, he blew his money, whatever. Look, I don't know what the truth is fully in there. I know Steven Espinoza was named. He ran Showtime at the time.
In response to growing criticism, Floyd Mayweather Jr. shared his viewpoint on wealth, saying that openly discussing money does not make him a negative person. He explained that he views money as a tool that provides freedom, comfort, and access to experiences that many people may never have. Mayweather stated that financial independence allows him to create his own lifestyle and pursue opportunities on his own terms, which is why he approaches business and investing differently from most people. He also admitted that his strategy involves taking significant risks, saying he often earns money and reinvests it into ventures that others may not fully understand. While he believes this approach can lead to innovation and high returns, he acknowledged that it also comes with frequent setbacks, estimating that a large portion of his investments may not succeed. Even so, he continues to take risks in pursuit of rare, but potentially very profitable outcomes.
Yeah, Floyd, it really fascinated me, and it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing. I've gotten great results because I took my time. So even like my investments, take my time, gradually move slow, and see how things are going. If things are going great, then we're...
At this stage of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s career, a fully competitive, high-risk professional fight is unlikely. He has already achieved the biggest milestones in boxing, retired undefeated, and now mostly appears in exhibition bouts where the pressure and physical risk are much lower. Exhibitions are also far more financially rewarding with far less danger, which naturally makes them more attractive than a real sanctioned fight against an elite opponent. That said, boxing always leaves room for surprises, especially when big money or high-profile events are involved. If he ever does step into a real fight again, it would almost certainly be driven by a major financial or promotional opportunity rather than competition or legacy.